owners of the cars, ex-Cooper staff, and most welcome guests. Thank you all for coming. First of all, for the first ever John Cooper Challenge reunion. And I'm sure you've all caught up a bit today. People have come far and wide, and I really appreciate how far you've all travelled. We've had a car from Cornwall, the two brothers who have just found number 34 that we're really happy to have here today, and thank you for bringing it. Just a few thank yous is my bit today. I want to say a massive thank you to Jim and Julie, the pub owners, for what they've done to put up with us, for allowing us to come to the Star and Garter. And all the staff with all their catering and bar staff as well. Thank you, Chris Campbell, for being a shoulder to lean on at this very long period of time to organise this. He came over to see the venue with Jill, so I really do appreciate, and all the memorabilia he's put out and doing the TV's coverage up there for you all to see. Mark Scoble, I'd like to say thank you for all his hard work of contacting you all and getting the invites out so that you are all able to make it here today. Unfortunately, Jason Campbell isn't able to come, but he's the one who's put all the videos and that together. So, though he's not here, I still want a big thank you for Jason, I'm going mad now. Jono and Chris for helping out in the car park, because that's not an easy job, it's quite stressful. James Pasquini, thank you very much for doing the podcasting today. He's been round chatting to everybody. Or Bostani, is it? David Young for coming in and doing all the photographs. He was one of the original photographers. And thank you, David. Kev Curtis, thank you very much for organising all the cars. Not an easy job, especially when you've got three. I know he's had tireless, sleepless nights. Yes, not normally very laid back man, but I've seen the stressful sides this week. And also my wife Debbie for putting up with me, which isn't easy, and she's done a lot of back at home sorting out the lanyards and names and printing out the lists and listening to me. So, and she's also sorted out the finances here. So yes, I wanted to just thank my wife. So one from me, just saying the John Cooper Challenge was embargoed, which I've got this list here, until Sunday the 1st, 2001. And this tells you what the cost of what the price was going to be. Worth having a look. I'll put that on the table. But it was strictly embargoed until 1 minute past midnight on the 1st of December 2001. Before I hand you over to Tony Franks, who was the team manager, and what all he did for the challenge, I'm just going to tell you that Kev Curtis wanted to say a few bits on behalf of the challenge car owners now.
Did you, Kev?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why I ever worked with Tony Franks for 25 years, poor me. Anyway, I'm going to hand you over to Kev Curtis now and enjoy the rest of the day. We'll have music and food will be served very shortly.
And dancing, don't forget the dancing.
Yeah. Kev Curtis will do the frog dance.
just read this, shall I? Yeah, I just want to say a few words really. I haven't worked anything out, I'm just going to wing it. So basically what I want to do is just thank everybody for coming. I know it's your reunion, but most of you lot have been on the inside of it all, whereas a lot of us, me, Andy, Mike, Kai, we're on the outside looking in. So, you know, it was just a day job for you lot, not for the drivers, but for most of the keepers. But for us, you know, it's all about trying to preserve these cars now. So to get all these drivers together and to see everybody, for us, it's fantastic. I know probably it's nice for you lot to, you know, make old acquaintances. You probably didn't like each other on the track and all that sort of stuff. But, you know, I think really that for us looking in on it, it's been a real fantastic day for us. Yeah, we like to, you know, we're preserving the cars, and that's what we like to do. We try to get them as close as they could be to back in the day. And I've got a few people to thank. I've got a few apologies to make. Well, I think I'll do my thank yous first. I'd like to thank everybody that's helped me over the last couple of 3 years and guided me in the right direction. I have got mechanical knowledge, so when they talk to me, it's not like, you know, they talk to somebody that don't understand. I do, and I've taken everything on board, and that's why I've built the cars. Tony's been very helpful. Chris, obviously, he's always helpful. You know, and when I just built this last car, I know I seem like a bit of a pest, but
That's what Kev said.
I was getting to that. But you know, what I wanted to do with the yellow car, I know it's a reproduction, but what I wanted to do was I wanted it exactly, I wanted all the right people involved, and I did. I got Tony involved, Kev, such a drone race, brilliant, fantastic. He did a load of work on the car. He's been really good to me, and I'm really thankful. Mark Fish, he's here today. He gave me all the decals and the guidance to get the car how it would have been back in the day. So that's my thank you to them people. I'd like to thank everybody that's organised it. Chris has been on the phone to me, you know, pulling his hair out, what left he's got. But, you know, trying to get all this sorted, it's easy just to turn up, but you don't realise what it's taken to get to this day today. It's been a bit of a nightmare. But it's all turned out for good. I knew it would, but it's just, you know, so thanks everybody and Chris and everybody for organising it. Apologies to, who's the Arsenal supporter? Gary Coolness. Now there's a chap there, look. I think Gary wouldn't have made it today if Arsenal had won in the Champions League, but of course we're all looking at the telly hoping they wouldn't. First apologies go to Gary, because I'm sure he'd much prefer to be abroad supporting the Arsenal. But unfortunately, and I think we had something to do with that with Gary, but once you get to number 9, you'll be right, son, won't you? You'll be right. So I'd like to thank Debs as well, because she's done a lot of work. They say behind every man there's a good woman, and that's, you know, that is correct. So, where is Deb set, by the way?
She's left you.
Just, I'm just going to take these over. They've been in the boot of the car, so they're a bit, and they're proper works ones, you see. See that? These aren't any old, you know, they look like they're from 2002, I must admit. Here you go, Debs. Thanks ever so much.
Thank you, Deb.
And that really has been done, really, but I'd just like to thank all the others for bringing their cars. You know, some of them had to come down the day before. I'd like to thank myself for getting through me. But no, everybody, the lads that come up from Cornwall, you know, it's a big ask to get them all together, and that is the biggest collection of cars since the race days, and they do look lovely out there. And that's about it, really. So thanks ever so much, but thanks to Kev for all the work over there. We drove the car today. I've got Mark Fisher, had a photograph taken on the car with Mike. It's made it for me. Mike is over the moon because Gary's here. Mike's got Gary's old car. Andy's here, and the Dysons are here. They've got their old car, so they're all over the moon. Joe Bamford was coming, but I couldn't get an H out in the car park for him to park his helicopter. So unfortunately, he couldn't make it. So thanks ever so much. Over to Tony.
Chris has said it all. Great to see so many people here from the challenge. As I said, I don't know if you're two first, because it's amazing that you've all come down for the first reunion. Hope you'll do the same in 20 years for the next one.
We won't be here.
Somebody might be. But just to say a little bit of, you know the history of it, that Kev, myself, Richard Dejon, Mike Cooper, we were asked to build 20 cars for the Australian Grand Prix as a celebrity race. And from that, we came up with the idea, well, we should have our own series in the UK. And that's how it was born, really, because of the cars we built for there. And we got to and started building cars in 2001. And then you people were the first people to come along and say, we'll have a go at that with, say, 2 hill climbs, 2 sprints and 2 races. Not a bad concept, but it seemed to work. We sold nearly 20 cars in the first year, so it was born, and it was just something we thought, well, we've got to carry on now, and everybody's turned up. And so therefore we went into the second year, and things got bigger and better, and we started to learn from it. And the challenge today, as you know, is still going on in various guises, even on the touring car package, which we're so pleased about, as nobody thought that would happen, especially not me. But and Kev still races in the Cooper S class as well, so it's not going away. I think it will still carry on because of the Mini name and the branding, but we're just so pleased that you could all come down for it. A couple of things on there. There's we even went abroad with a few race minis, and that turned into, some would say was entertaining, disaster, good fun, great barbecue, whichever. But everybody seemed to enjoy it, which was the main thing, which was the concept in the start, which was fun racing, not expensive racing, but you guys made it expensive because you kept hitting each other. And then to say, from that, we carried on running the series on myself up until 2012, when I sort of took a back seat from it, and it went on to Anthony Williams, who was another competitor who thought he'd have a go at running the challenge. Little did he know what it was, but thanks to his input, he's now taken it on to the touring car package, and again, it's still going. Rhea's still involved with it. Kev's still doing a bit, but you know, that's the height he's got to from humble beginnings, should I say. It's all thanks to the people that kept buying the cars, and we kept racing, which was really good. There's also a couple of thanks to Chris. Again, he's put a lot on, especially because we did Surbiton 2 weeks ago as well, so he's been putting what hair he had out is gone. And thank you again for all for coming, and the food is going to be served in about 5 minutes.
Excuse me, just a quick one from Rhea. Sorry she's not here, work commitments.
Yeah. And Rhea, who was involved again right the way through to this current day, was going to be here, but she's working, so another great person to have on the thing. And of course, we had early days, we had Penny, who's with us today. I don't know if she's still here, is she? Anyway, she's going back later, okay, but again, she was just the organiser in the paddocks, which told you all where to stand and sit and stand up and go over there and do that. But many thanks for all for coming. As I say, food's just coming. Thanks a lot.